Do you like stylish combos that demand high execution from one of the coolest characters in the game? If so, Crimson Viper is the character for you in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Crimson Viper is a very fast and aggressive character, and she has her own mechanics to help you rush down and mix up the enemy. Viper's most important tool is the feint cancel. By pressing the launcher button either before or after her specials connect with the enemy, you can cancel the animation to return to a neutral state, and this helps her out with combos. This is a crucial part of Viper's game plan, as it helps her score big combos and remain safe on block. Viper also has EX moves from Street Fighter 4 for her specials. If you perform a special move and press the launcher button, you'll perform a more powerful version of the move, but it does use some meter. Some of Crimson Viper's pros include that she has overwhelmingly strong mix-up options, including the ability to perform unblockables. She's also very good at securing full combos from straight hits on the ground or in the air, and she can jump cancel out of her Seismo special to allow for even more combo potential. For a rushdown heavy character, Crimson Viper can also fight from a distance with strong zoning tools like her Seismic Hammer. Viper also has access to a double jump and an 8-way air dash, so her movement is very strong overall. Some of Crimson Viper's cons include that she is very meter heavy, and as such, meter management is crucial to fully optimize her combos and movement. Her assists are also a bit mediocre, as none of them are super strong or broken, and while not a con per se, Crimson Viper does take a high level of execution to play properly, so she's not a good pick for beginners. Out of Viper's 3 assists, I recommend Burning Kick. This is an overhead, and it can be used to set up high-low mix-ups or even unblockables. It does have lots of startup and recovery however, so it's not amazing. Thunder Knuckle is like a Shoryuken as it hits upwards, but at an angle. Seismic Hammer is an OTG assist, but it has 40 frames of startup, so it's not great. If you desperately need an OTG, try out Seismic Hammer, but overall I once again recommend Burning Kick as it'll help you out the most overall. Standing Light is actually a low despite it being standing, and as such, it can catch unaware opponents off guard if they're not blocking low. This is a good tool to use up close, as it's fast and can lead to big combos. Standing Medium isn't too special overall, as it doesn't have any standout properties, so it's mainly combo filler, although it does do decent damage. Standing Heavy is similar to the previous move in that it doesn't stand out too much, but it does good damage for a normal and comes out somewhat quickly. Use Standing Heavy in ground combos before a special move or a launcher. Crouching Light is a very fast normal, but it doesn't hit low, so keep that in mind. It's mainly used to link after a feint cancelled Thunder Knuckle, and I'll demonstrate this later. Crouching Medium is Viper's only crouching low, so this is your only option to sneak in a low attack while crouching, and outside of this, it's not very notable. Crouching Heavy is like Crouching Light as it's a forward punch, but it's slower and it doesn't have good range. This move does good damage however, so use it in combos when possible. Crimson Viper's launcher is unique because it hits the enemy twice. The first hit is a regular normal, and it can be cancelled into specials or supers. The second hit is the launcher, and this part of the move is just a regular launcher. Jumping Light works as an instant overhead on most characters, but it has very limited follow-up potential. You won't be using this move outside of that context. Jumping Medium is a standard forward-hitting overhead jumping attack, so use it in combos as combo filler, or as an overhead in neutral. Jumping Heavy is another overhead, but like Jumping Light, it has limited follow-up potential. Because Viper's lower leg is low to the ground, you can hit with this move and then accidentally touch the ground sooner than expected, which results in this move failing to work as a jump in, so keep that in mind. Jumping Launcher is a standard air launcher button and is mainly used as an air combo finisher. You won't be using this button in neutral. Performed with forward and medium, Viper performs the Viper Elbow. This move is an overhead and it can't be chained into. On hit and during the landing recovery, it can cancel into special moves or a launcher, so this move does have combo potential. Performed by holding launcher and another attack button at the same time, Viper performs a focus attack. If you just press the two buttons, Viper does a level 1 focus, which has little use overall due to it just being plain bad. If you hold the buttons for at least 30 frames, Viper performs a level 2 focus. This version crumples grounded enemies on hit. If you charge the move all the way, you get the level 3 focus which is unblockable. It's hard to land level 3 solo due to the lengthy startup and because you can't move while starting up, but if you have an assist that can lock the enemy down, this move is a guaranteed combo starter on hit. Performed with quarter circle forward and a button, Viper performs Thunder Knuckle. The light version hits downwards, but it can't low profile high attacks. Medium goes straight forward and heavy goes upwards as an anti-air. The EX version slides across the entire screen, is slightly invincible on startup, and it's considered to be a medium priority projectile when active. This move leads to a crumple state on hit and it's used at the start or the middle of combos. The EX move is also very unsafe, so make sure to feint cancel it early when appropriate. Performed with quarter circle back and a button, Viper performs Burning Kick. This involves her going airborne and attacking with a flame kick that's an overhead. This move is useful for its feint cancel, so if you cancel it before it hits, you can use it as a command jump. You can also do this move in the air, but it's also mainly useful for its feint cancel properties. The ground EX version hits when jumping upwards, and the actual kick itself is a follow-up. This move is also a very fast overhead when used up close, and the soft knockdown it provides ignores hit stun deterioration, so you can follow it up with a combo. The Air EX version is pretty much the same thing as the grounded EX version, and it's a good idea to use it after getting a straight hit. Performed with a DP motion and a button, Viper performs Seismic Hammer. This move is a primary OTG, and it's used for combo extensions. The light version hits right in front of her, medium hits at around a third full screen distance, and the heavy version hits at around 2/3 full screen distance. This move can be jump cancelled on hit, and it leaves Viper very advantageous. If you're fast enough, you can rapidly jump cancel Seismos over and over to create lots of projectiles on screen at once. The projectile itself hits high up, so if an enemy air blocks it, they will plummet to the ground immediately. The EX version creates a large explosion with the range of light and medium combined. It's faster than usual and it has some invincibility, and you can also jump cancel the EX version. Performed by holding a button down for 60 frames and letting go on the ground when Viper's eye visor glows, she performs Optic Laser, a not so subtle reference to Cyclops. This is a fast beam with good durability, but most characters can duck underneath it, and it can't be feint cancelled. Performed with quarter circle back and 2 buttons, Viper performs Burst Time. This super is an OTG and a standard combo ender. It does great damage, and the lengthy DHC window after the final hit makes it very nice to go into another super afterwards. Performed with quarter circle forward and 2 buttons, Viper performs Emergency Combination. The first 2 hits destroy 1 projectile each, including high priority projectiles. The natural super invincibility of this move makes it very hard to counter as a reversal, but if you want to save some meter, try using an EX move as a reversal instead. Performed with a DP motion and 2 buttons, Viper performs her level 3 super, Viper Full Throttle. This move is a standard level 3 with good range, and luckily for Viper players, it has 0 frames of startup after the super flash, so if done point blank, the move will connect if the enemy wasn't blocking the frame you inputted it, and it also does fantastic damage. The most basic Viper combo is Magic Series into Burst Time, but here are some other combos for you to try. Some of Viper's best partners are Dante, Strider, Doctor Doom, Amaterasu, and Magneto. Whenever you see a Crimson Viper player like Marlon Pie, K-Beast, Crazy Joe, etc., they will always be using at least one of these characters because they help Viper rush the opponent down, have combo extensions, and they give her opportunities to do more damage overall. That's all I've got for Crimson Viper in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Overall, Viper is a very, very strong character who takes lots of execution and game knowledge to make work. Once you master her, you'll be almost unstoppable. Thanks so much for watching, I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next one.